Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Psychonauts. But so one thing I want to get out of the way here is I'm sure you all saw it. You all saw the Michigan State game and how that ended. Well, not the Michigan State, the Michigan State Nebraska game. I got confused there for a second. It's like, yeah, I know. But yeah, that sucks. It sucks that it had to end that way, but well, Michigan State should. One thing I gotta say, they shouldn't have let Jordan Westerkamp run on field wide open unattended for. Like, if there's one guy I'm gonna take away from Tommy Armstrong, that's the guy. Like, no, you no get this guy. You don't get this guy. You see, yeah, you see that guy? You don't get to throw to him. You get make someone else beat you, other than Jordan Westerkamp, who was killing you all game long. It just didn't make any sense to me that they would do that. I mean. And that really baffled me. Like, it just make it like really? Why? I won't ever understand that. I don't understand that coverage. I don't that's the one guy. Like I said, it's the one guy I'm trying to take away. Is Jordan Westerkamp. But it's just they got Michigan State put themselves in that position. That's the thing is. You are an 8-0 team. You're playing a 6-1 team. You should be stomping a mud hole in that. I don't care who they are. That's mud hole stomping time. That's a team whose ass. That's a team whose ass you should be kicking. Damian Terry should have been getting flex reps. Like, that's a game where Michigan State should have been flexing, but Michigan State has, I think, underwhelmed to an extent. They have played they haven't played up to it yet. And that's the thing is like I said, Michigan State put themselves in that position because of their lack of play. Well, their lack of you get what I mean. It's like playing down to your competition. It's never good. I know Ohio State's been able to get by at times, but it's getting ridiculous with them too. I know they were able to flex a little bit against Minnesota, but Minnesota's Minnesota. I mean, and then people were like, "Oh, you play them well." It's like Michigan not only has a rivalry with Minnesota. It's a little brown jug, but Jerry Kill had just resigned, and he was a coach everyone genuinely liked. So you kind of they had a flex going. They're like, I even called that game as a potential trap game for the Wolverines. I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's a trap game. Yeah, they called this one being a trap game for Michigan State because they just didn't play well enough. So, yeah, it's just that's the situation. I've never understood why, for the life of me, why you can't review a subjective call. Although it really isn't that subjective at times. Like, it's really not that subjective. It's like, no, he was out of bounds. Oh crap. Oh no. Avoid the bear. Avoid bear. Hey, that's bear. That's bear. That is bear. You avoid bear. I think that's a bear that Mikhail might be looking for. Should we go tell him? Or should we resume on with our quest?
Welcome. Would you?
Where am I going?
Drop me out.
I don't know why I'm going back to the main lodge. It's like it really doesn't matter if I go back there or not. It's like I still have to go this whole route anyway of the game. So, wait, I should be fine, but I don't understand. I don't understand what I'm doing here. I think I'm more or less just trying to blow time. But I really don't need to head here, but I am anyway, just because. It's just you get with the Michigan State Nebraska game, you could clearly see him step out of bounds, that force. Just, I think what the official might be thinking is his body position put him out of bounds, but that's still not being forced out, numbnuts. You could have ran a better route.
Whoa, that's my last.
It's just
now. You take that side.
This is ridiculous.
What else can I do you for?
You blew it.
That's it for now.
You blew it sky high. Yeah, but it goes back to my point. It's like, you don't let a team like that hang around. Like, Nebraska should have no business being in that game. But Nebraska's, it's also like Nebraska's like, they're a few plays away from, you know, having a winning record. So it's like, they were just snake bit. It's finally one of those things that goes their way. It's unfortunate that, you know, it's freaking stupid. I'll never understand it for the life of me.
Roger that.
I'll never understand, like, why that's not a reviewable play. Like why is it that subjective plays aren't subject for review immediately? Like that's foolhardy to me. That's foolhardy to me, and I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a second. You high?
I saw Nils
buy that
peeking
shit
into a
off.
hole in the girls' cabin. I'm hiding, and I thought, oh Nils.
Okay,
When will you peek into the hole in my heart?
You guys are just kids. I mean, they're talking about stuff like that. But then again, this is made by the mind of Tim Schafer. This really is, like I said in the last video, this is not a kids game.
Call me crazy, but I have a weird.
This is not a kids game. And you'll find out why later on. Alright, so yeah, this is not in the essence a kids game, or a quote unquote kids game. It's not. This is a game that's an adult. It's kind of an adult game, but it's not at the same time. It's something that I would have my kid play if they're first starting out playing platformers, though. This game is more of a rite of passage than anything else.
9? I'm here for the
Alright, so... Okay, so... Here we are, Sasha 9's lab again. We meet again. You can head straight to... You can also grab the side card right
what
there.
are we gonna learn? Bending spoons? I've been hearing a lot about head explosion, and I was
he's talking about stuff that you probably shouldn't be talking about, Raz.
That's what we practice down here.
He's like,
tricks. If you are serious about exploring the possibilities,
well, you can actually talk about the science of head explosions, why it happens, why it doesn't happen. Like, you could talk about that. I guess it's time to head up for the brain tumbler.
You're ready for the brain.
I don't know what this thing does, but well, actually, it's deep in your own psyche. It's like, I probably should have remembered that.
Insight and power.
Excellent.
All right, tumble away.
Now just
Why is it called a brain
relax.
tumbler? I don't understand.
Unless something really very bad happens.
That's real, like, impressive, Sasha. Okay, this is another beef I have. This is a tiny, minor beef more than anything else.
You're still traveling to the astral plane. This is a tiny.
So yeah, this alright. So
place in which all of our unconscious minds are connected.
Okay, so it's off. Alright.
So many of the connections with other minds.
Alright, so that's good.
For you,
so this is like another hub world, really, so to speak. More of a like level select if you think about it.
The more connections you will find. Right now, the only unconscious world you can enter is that one.
Alright, so.
Step through it.
Yeah, we've been in Oleanders, but we haven't like legit established it yet. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's kind of like oh, whoops. Yeah, you can fall out. That's kind of funny. Oh gosh, this game. My gracious. All right, so in our own mind we go. And there's one thing, like I remember playing, like one time, like I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but when the Super Bowl was in Detroit, I went there, like for the Super Bowl experience. I wish I could have gone to the actual game, but that would have been ridiculously priced, man. But that was like one of a lifetime experience you never forget.
Where am I?
So we went there, like, and we were waiting in the rain, like waiting in the cold outside. It was me, my brother, his friend, and my mom. And we just went to try to have fun.
Yes.
And then it got all freaking wet. We were sitting there for hours, just waiting. So eventually we got there. We didn't do a whole lot, but we had fun. Got to kind of be there, see the whole experience. And then we got lost in Detroit for a little bit. Yeah, we got lost. Like we got lost big time in Detroit. Like we had to find a taxi. Get him to freaking take us where we should have been this entire time. There was like a whole thing, like a whole like Lost experience is just whatever. It's just, yeah, it's kind of like a Lost experience. Okay, it's just like and then eventually, like a couple days later, I got sick, like big time. I don't think it was ever. I don't think I ever had a stomach flu, but it was kind of like a flu bug. Alright, so now where are we? We're somewhere now.
What do you see now?
So this is interesting. What in the world is that? I always say that when I play this game. And I'm always thought to be like, there's like, yeah, what is that?
Check.
Alright.
Okay, Mr. Bun.
Yeah, so go tight, and it's just like, yeah, Raz like, we're like tight buddies, and he's just like, yeah, I have no interest in that. Like,
come back here.
yeah, I ain't got no interest in being tight with y'all, Raz. I gotta get going. See ya, buddy. See ya, punk. I jump beeswax, chump. Alright, so I'm gonna collect a bunch of the figments. You can do that too. Alright. Why did I go back and get that? Like, I don't understand that. Now I really don't. Oh, okay. You can kick that thing's ass. I didn't know you could before. I thought you had to torch it. But I didn't know you could just plain out beat it up. Why is there meat everywhere? What the hell's going on here? Okay.
Sasha?
What is it?
What in
Another bunny?
hell is this thing?
This is
Dang
more
it,
of
Bobby.
a super scary
What
flaming
in
demon
hell?
kind of deal.
Oh.
What in hell?
What?
Someone explain what that is right now, because Raz is already to.
Hold on, I'm still getting some unusual interference. It's fascinating, as if someone else.
What is that?
Sorry, almost ready.
Oh, yeah, oh, diver's helmet. That's probably not anything significant. Oh wait, yeah it is. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm always having to double check myself. Like, that's so fast, my friend. Freaking Lee Corso. That's a phrase that I've always thought of. Like, it's like one of those things. Like, it gets stuck in your head. Like, I grew up watching like College Game Day, Sports Center, that kind of riff-raff. I still watch that stuff. I always do. It's always a lot of fun. I enjoy watching College Game Day. I enjoy watching stuff like that. That's what got me all in my, like, when Stuart Scott passed away. That freaking hit home. Like, that hit home for me on many levels, because I love I grew up watching Sports Center. Like, most of my teen years were spent watching Sports Center. Because I was just so into it. That's really what flexed out my love for sports, is really just growing up watching guys like Stuart Scott, Brian Kenny on Sports Center. Of course, Brian Kenny doesn't really work for them anymore. He works for
I'll get one.
what you call it,
passage over there and snuck into sanctuary.
Snuck into Agent Cruller.
Cruller.
Oh, he's setting you up. He's setting you up. He knows he'll do it. He knows. And like I said before, like, Sasha and Mila bullshit Raz throughout this. They basically bullshit him. They're like, yeah, you can't go in there because you just can't, Raz. I'm sorry, you do parents, but we know you can. Like, yeah, but fuck that. Anyway, this has been Dark Kirby 14, and we'll see you next time on more Psychonauts.